But yeah, getting back to the boat, it's a 2007. Everybody says, oh my gosh, that's a 17, 18-year-old boat. Well, here's the kicker. That thing looks brand new. It was only on the lake 4 times since the day we bought it. 4. And it's only got 66 hours on the motor. That's it. It's only had oil changed twice in it, and not because of the hours, because normally you only change those once every 75 to 100 hours, but because it just sits there for so many years that we change the oil and we drain the gas about every 4 years. And so we don't even keep much more than a quarter tank of gas in it. We paid $98,000 for it. It's got a big, huge Samson stereo tower and a wakeboard tower on it. And the stereo in there is a true 18,000 watt. We've actually broken people's eardrums and seen blood coming out their ears. The music gets that loud. And it's a little switch underneath the steering wheel. You can switch the amp on, or you can just have just regular speaker music and stuff. But when we have people skiing and stuff, because there's 2 big speakers up there. And by the way, each one of the speaker weighs 22 pounds that hangs from this big old huge tower, this stainless steel frame tower up there. And but anyways, yeah, so we all said and done back in 2000, I think it was 2008 when we actually bought it, but it's 2007 model year. We paid $98,000 for it. It's an Ebbtide. It's 27 feet long, and it has a 120-gallon gas tank to it. And it's all open bow. It has a changing room in it. It has a porta potty, and you can literally stand. I can stand upright in that changing room. It's about 6 feet tall and probably about 2.5 to 3 feet wide. And like I said, it's got a porta potty that you can unlatch it, and you can take it and dump it once you get to shore someplace or something. But it's called the Weekender. And it's got a electric hatch, motor hatch on the back of it that raises up and down with some shocks and stuff. It's all electric. And it's got a 525 horse Volvo Penta dual prop outdrive on it. It's the biggest Volvo Penta motor that they have. And it's got the dual props, 2 props spinning opposite directions in it. And then it's got a real large, in fact, my wife can stand up in the bottom belly where you store your skis and your life jackets and whatever else you want to put down there. But it's got a squared horseshoe kind of bench, only instead of round, it's squared. And then it's got some foam, 2 rails back there, and it's got some cushions that you put it. So the bottom line is, from the sink and stuff, which sits right behind the captain's chair, the driver's side, there's a big sink with a storage cabinet and stuff right there, pumps water in there and stuff. So if you wanted to clean or prep something there, it's got a little prep center there. But right behind that sink, you've got the 3 sides of seats, and then you got 2 bars that go across, and you got 2 big cushions that fit inside of there. So when those cushions are down, you have a 8.5 foot wide by 8 feet deep sleeping area or a sunbathing area, whatever you want to do there. And then it's also got 2 seats in the back of the boat on the swim transom. So people can sit back there, and it's got a big ice chest in the swim transom back there. So if you want a beer or pop or something like that, it's just right back there. You don't have to go up to the front cooler to get it. It's actually in the back. And then in the front, in the very, very front, it's got a lift-up lid right below the navigation light, and it's got a real big, deep iced chest cooler there. And it's automatically draining and stuff out the side of the boat. So you pack your ice, pack your drinks in there and stuff, and that's up front. But like I said, you don't have to come all the way to the front of the boat. It's got a cooler opposite of the ladder that comes up. The cooler's on the opposite side of the swim platform. But there's 2 seats in the back of the boat where you can just sit in the back if you want to jump in and go swimming, or if you want to just stop and you want to go fishing or something out there, you could easily do that. And we'd actually sell that boat for $50,000. But I wouldn't go a penny less than that, because I don't care what anybody says about the age. It's just a number. And a boat motor for that is going to easily cost somebody $50,000 just for the motor. 525 horse, and it's only got 60 hours on it. Just the motor is worth $50,000. Don't believe me? Call up any boat dealer and ask them what something like that costs. Anybody that knows anything about boating, they know about. It's usually about $100 per horsepower. So.
Okay, great. And I know that does it have the ability for you to go parasailing? I remember you mentioning a story about that.
Yeah. In fact, we have a great big. It's called the cloud hopper, and when it's full of air, it's 32 feet across. It's like one of those big old World War II, big old jumping parachutes that those guys would use from way, way up. And it's got a 400-foot rope and a 200-foot rope. You can tie it together so that parasail can go up in the air as much as 600 feet. And it's got a whole harness system that goes with it and everything. And it's steerable. It's got 2 steering cables on it. So you can move your parachute to the left, move it to the right, as long as there's not too much wind going in the opposite direction of where you're trying to steer. But yeah, it's 32 feet across. And my wife has actually been up in it. We had it up at Tongue River Reservoir up by Decker, Montana. And she was up flying around in it for over an hour. And she says, oh my gosh, she says, I can't even barely even see inside the boat. It looks like a little big bug down there. And keep in mind, this is a 27, almost a 28-foot long boat. It looks like a little bug way down there. But yeah, 600 feet is awful high in the air. I'll say that. But yeah, it's green and yellow. It's the same colors as our company colors were. And it says enriching gifts and black lettering right across that green and yellow. So it's kind of what we used for corporate entertainment and stuff. But yeah, that would go actually with the boat. We have a whole bunch of wax and stuff. We've got a shore pole where you just drive the pole down and you got your anchor and stuff you could wrap right there, and that pulls in and out. And it's got a big fishing net with it, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff in it. And that all of that would be sold with the boat.